Hi everybody, this is Oleg, Oregon Preparedness. Welcome. In today's video, I wanted to talk to you about if there was a third world war, how and where would you survive? Of course, it's a broad topic, it's been touched by many, and no one really knows if it's survivable. Depends on the severity of it, depends where you would be at the time of nuclear explosion. And when I talk about third world war, I mean nuclear war, because if that war ever breaks out, I'm pretty sure it's going to be nuclear. And I, like everyone else, hope that that will never happen, or at least not for a while. But if it does, where would you go? Where would you survive and how? And in my opinion, number one, you need to stay away from large cities, or large industrial cities, or cities with big ports, cities with military bases, and so on. You need to stay away from nuclear power plants, because if that kind of war would ever break out, you would be in big trouble. Because I'm pretty sure they would drop a nuke or two on some nuclear power plants. Because even small nuke would do the damage of Tsar Bomba that Soviets once exploded. And let's suppose you survived initial blast. Let's say you were far enough. And you got in your car and you were able to get away from the place where bomb was detonated. Where would you go? Obviously away from the blast. And then where? If you look United States, for example, I'm sure a bunch of eastern coast cities, there's lots of big cities, I'm sure all of them would get their share. You look at the west coast, there's San Francisco, there's Seattle, Los Angeles, these three main cities. Of course, Portland, not as big, but could get hit too, who knows. Midwest seems safer, but then, places like Montana, North Dakota, that's all silo fields, so that's not that safe either. Down in Texas, I'm sure they would nuke, places like Houston or Dallas. In my opinion, you never know. So where would you go? Well, first you need to go get away from the blast. And then, in my opinion, the best place to go is Canada. I don't think, in my opinion, that Canada will get nuked. If you look at the news now, last year, past 10 years, Canada really doesn't have any problems politically with anybody. Number one. Number two, it's a ginormous country. Second largest after Russia. Mostly uninhabited. With lots of supplies of wood, water. It is cold, but that would be your friend. Cold would be your friend. Cold means less people, more resources. never shortage of water or fish in those waters. Not too many people. I'm sure the whole United States is not gonna quickly migrate to Canada. They're not. Number one, some will be dead probably. Number two, not all will go there because not all is gonna wanna try to survive the winter. Which I've never been to Canada except for a small vacation in Vancouver, BC, on Vancouver Island, but um, for most parts, as far as I know, just around Great Lakes, East Coast and West Coast is populated. The rest is just tundra, in my opinion, for the most parts. Prairie, tundra. So basically, in my opinion, Canada offers great refuge. And I'm sure if you go that route, I'm sure you won't be alone, but I doubt there's going to be a lot of people doing that. So depending where you are, it may not be easy route to get there. I mean, I live here in Oregon. Canada is only about 5 hours away by the car. Even if you just get away with the car as far as you could, get there on foot the rest of the day, rest of the way, you could still be there in a matter of a couple of weeks. And perhaps you'll find other ways for transportation, maybe bicycle, maybe motorcycle, whatever. Of course, you need to be ready to cross few rivers on the way to Canada. So you gotta have that inflatable boat I talked about in one of my previous videos. Because how else you gonna cross that river? If the bridge is still up, great. What if they're not? You need a way to cross the river, even if it's summertime. Because you're gonna have your bug out back, you're gonna have few goodies with you. So you need some sort of boat. Of course, you can probably build some primitive raft on site, but that would require calories, time. That would require finding enough trees and so on and so forth. Be more difficult. In my opinion, a lot easier to have as part of your preps small inflatable boat. Anyway, I just want to give this idea to all of you watching. If you have different ideas, please write them in the comments. Please subscribe. Please like. Please share this video. Canada, I think, is a refuge in case of nuclear world war, if you can make it there. Alright, take care everybody. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next upload. Bye bye.